What's your plan B?
If you're drinking,
don't drive.
Hey, game two, the Thunder Conference final. We've got the ACT Aces up against the Central West Wranglers. We've got the two captains here. We've got Jamil from the Wranglers, and from the Aces, we've got Reese. We're ready for the coin toss, guys. Jamil's called tails, and it's a tail. All right, Jamil's won the toss and going to have a bat. Mate, I'll tell you what we've seen from the first game and the match here last night, it's a pretty good deck.
Yeah, absolutely. I did a bit of study there last night, watching it at home, and the game this morning, and yeah, I think get some runs on the board and try and get a win. So.
All right, back again. You guys were here last year. I guess just hoping to go one better.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go two better and win the grand final. So hopefully that's the plan. So go from there and rip in.
Now you've lost the Bros, and he's coming along to the opposition. Nick Bros, who has been a great for you guys in that region, but here playing for the ACT. And you got his father, Shane, is coach of your side.
Yep, correct. Yeah, no, absolutely. Nick's sort of like a little brother to me. So no, looking forward to it and playing against him. Played a bit against him at home, in club cricket and that sort of stuff. But all the best to him, and yeah, just as long as we get the win.
Good on you, Jamil. Good luck, mate. We wish you all the best. Thanks, mate. All right, Reese. Is Reese over here, mate? Good luck, Reese. Okay, what would have you done, mate?
Probably would have had a bat as well, but that's all right.
Yep. Now, you guys were here last year, just missed out in the end, but obviously hoping to go one better. You can never not be excited about playing here at the SCG.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great venue for cricket, but I guess there's also the side of it we don't want to get carried away with playing here. You know, it's another game of cricket. We've got a pretty good side. Obviously still hurting a bit from last year, but yeah, hopefully go one better.
Actually, the side looks pretty similar to last year. There wouldn't be too many changes, would there?
There's a couple extra in with the change in we're no longer in the Kingsgrove, so we've got a couple extra players that are able to play for us, like Matt Condon, Tom Bain Tempest, things like that. And Nick Bros has come across from the other side. I think we beat them last year and he was playing, so yeah, that's pretty good. All
right, so hopefully Nick might be the good luck factor here. So, all right, Reese, well done. Good luck. It's a big one. You get playing for the Thunder title. If you win this, you can then play off for the overall. Good luck, mate. All right, there we have it. We're going to have the Central West Wranglers have won the toss, and they will bat, and we'll be back with you very shortly.
Well, good afternoon and welcome back to the SCG. Just again, one of those camera-hugging moments there from Robbie McKinlay with the coin toss. Didn't think we were going to get him out of there, but we're here for the match between the ACT Aces and the Central Western Wranglers. Toss has been won by the Wranglers, who are going out to have a bat. I'm joined in commentary by Jeff Bartlett, who's going to offer some really insightful words in and around that ACT Aces team.
No pressure, and thank you for having me, Macca, again. Thanks for inviting me back into the com box for round two to this Plan B regional bash game between the Wranglers and the Aces.
Mate, I told you before that every time you turn up with lollies, it's always a good chance of getting another invite, so it's great to have you back, and there's a nice assortment here for us today.
I do my best.
We're going to be joined out in the middle. We've got Ben Sheehan and Jaden Eckert taking opening the innings for the Wranglers, and the Aces just moving into position now to take the first ball. Looks like we're going to open. Looks like we're going to open with a bit of pace, I would think. This wicket's been playing pretty well all day. The earlier game, the late Mac attack, getting up over the Coffs Coast Chargers in the first semi-final.
It was absolutely beautiful way to spend your Australia Day, Macca. It's I can't think of a better spot to be on this fantastic day.
Fantastic to be here, and fantastic company here in the com box as well. Just having a look around, our producer there, Robin McKinlay, has made his way back up from the central pitch position, and I've got Ollie Annable for the ACT Aces to take up the attack. He looks like he'll be left arm over the wicket, medium quick. And he'll be about to start the game now. Umpire's in position, ready to go, and we're playing, so into bowl now. Smooth approach to the wickets, just outside of off stump. Been well fielded there at point. There's no run. Ollie learned his cricket playing at Crookwell, southwestern New South Wales. Just starting his run in from the 30-metre circle, close to the umpire. This one's wider outside of off stump. Might have had a look there and possibility of it being a wide there, Jeff, but just inside the line, I think, through to the keeper.
Yep, not a bad little start there from Annabelle. Probably shaking out a few of the cobwebs, and welcome to the big stage at the SCG.
Yeah, we've got a fairly traditional field. We've got a slip in place, which is interesting. Sometimes very useful in a T20 game, particularly early on. We've got a third man fine leg of the two outside the inner circle. Everybody else just making up a nice little circle around the off and onside into bowl. Well, that one was short enough. I don't know where it got him. We might have a bit of body work on that one. It's no run. It's just ended up down at the pitch. Had a bit of a swing at that, and as the might get a replay on that and just work out whether it actually took a part of his body. It might have been a bit early on the shot. This is Benny Sheehan at the striker's end. Doesn't seem to have affected him too much, though, as he faces up for the fourth ball in the over. We had 3 dots so far. Oh, that has bowled him. Almost a delayed reaction there from the commentary team. It's taken out his leg stump. Just gone clean through. Beautiful ball. A little bit of movement through the air, I think. Foolish ball.
And aren't the aces happy about it too? That is the way you want to start first over.
Absolutely. They've just gone in pumped up, and any wicket first over, nothing on the board. First one down, he played forward. Only played halfway forward to it. Clipped the top of the bail on the way through, and then remonstrated with himself rather severely on the way out. The Wranglers are 1 for none. It's not the way they would have wanted to have started.
And to be fair, that's remonstrating is correct. That's what that's a bit of a coach killer, that one, to start with.
It was a good remonstration, I thought.
It was an excellent remonstration.
Been a couple of examples like that today.
Yep.
That was up there. Haven't seen anybody toss the bat yet, though.
No, it's early days. Early days. So
but
we've got coming in, Mako.
Also shows it meant something to him. Here we are. And we've got echoed out there, and we're looking. These are really interesting numbers. The Wranglers have gone up there. We've got Qureshi,
the captain's come in.
Crease. There was some debate about the pronunciation of his name earlier on, but Qureshi is what we've got. We've landed.
We got there in the end, didn't we?
And the captain's out for the the 5th ball of the first over. I'm sure he didn't want to be in at this stage, but there he is. Left-hander, just taking guard. Still got the slip in place. This should work well for the left-handed medium pace coming into bowl. So a note passed to me that he could in fact be fast medium.
We'll soon find out, won't we?
He's warming into this task. 5th ball of the over. Yeah, no, he's bowled it to a right-hander instead of a left-hander.
I think he's forgot that one.
Ended up with the leg side wide. It was probably a good line there for a right-hander, but Qureshi certainly faced up as a left-hander. We've got a free hit.
This first over from the Aces is serving a bit of everything, really, isn't it?
Noughts and crosses on the board.
Yep.
A look of it with a couple of dots. So let's see what we get here. This is a chance to free the arms up. Only nobody can move. The third man fine leg in place. Everywhere else is a free hit. Into bowl outside of off stump. He's hit him straight down the ground. Umpires had to take evasive action. It's gone for 4. Good shot there, straight down the ground. Safest part of the ground, and that takes them to 1 for 5 from the first over, Jeff.
Yeah, that was a beautiful stand and deliver shot there. You can always free the arms up when you get that free hit, can't you?
Certainly can, and because of the no ball, it wasn't the last ball in the over, so this is now the last ball coming up. Thought for a minute, got out of myself. 1 for 5. Last ball of the over. Again to Qureshi, and he's noodle that one down to a short third man. They'll take a single. Fielded there, throws straight back over the stumps. So we're 1 for 6 at the end of the first over. The Arana out, the Central Western Wranglers.
They're playing the Aces too, Macca.
Yeah, did I say they were playing?
No.
Thanks for the reminder. All right, so let's have a look here. The second over we're going to have bowled by Tyler Van Leeuwen.
Tyler Van Leeuwen, yep.
Jeez, how are these pronunciations going today? All right.
I'm here, mate.
So Tyler at the far end, the southern end, or Uni New South end, or Tim Cox end, as it's been named today, synonymous with country cricket. Great Tim Cox.
He's a talented young all-rounder. Got 365 runs this season in the Premier Cricket competition back in Canberra.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so right armour again, just starting from just inside the circle. Steams in. Bowl down leg side, a little bit leg side wide for starters.
Just a bit of a loosener there.
Yeah, that one once again having a bit of difficulty getting online. There must be a lot of right-handed batters in the ACT.
Is there any wind out there? No, it looks just a
it's
gentle breeze.
Pretty still, I'd reckon. I think just need to adjust that line, I think. Can be difficult to do early on.
Yep.
Anyway, in for the second ball. Let's see where he pitches this one. This one's much better on line. I think is he French cut that?
I think he has.
Sort of got a little bit of the reverse cut going there somehow behind the back and down round the back. Let's just say called a full shot for one.
Yeah, I don't think there was much intent with that shot.
No, he picked the field out though.
Yep.
And point is there's a 1 to the total, which takes us up to 8. Eckert on strike. Still, according to the board, still to face a ball. So this will be his first ball. He's backed away from that, but he got a good piece of it down to third man. To run it down there, he'll take a single. I think there's a chance there to, I guess, open up the 3 stumps, but he got a good face of the bat onto it and quite easily ran it down to third man.
He's had plenty of time to think of it down at the other end, hasn't he?
He's seen a bit of action already, hasn't he? It's only 1.3 overs gone. Anyway, Van Leeuwen back in. It's just outside of off stump. We've got a swing and a miss there, straight through to the keeper. It's good ball, good line and length.
It's exactly what you want as you start your first over.
Qureshi, 6 off 5, including that masterful 4 down the ground. Let's see what he can cook up on this ball. It's outside off stump. He's been caught at first slip. That's a great catch there, taken by Matty Condon. Fantastic catch. I think it's, well, as I said before, or we said at the start of the innings, having a slip in place can be good for that. Having said that, it was a guided cut shot, probably top edge.
Yeah, played very close to the body there.
Fantastic catch, though, Matty Condon there. And
really well.
That gets rid of the dangerous Qureshi, skipper of the Central Western Wranglers. So they're in a bit of trouble now at 2 for 9.
They are, on the flip side of that, the Aces are going to be very happy about that.
Why's that, Jeff? Mate, I agree with you. I thought there might have been something else coming. But at 2 for 9 in the second on the T20 game, you couldn't ask for a better start in the power play, could you?
You could not.
I thought you were about to tell me he's been contracted somewhere or something else has happened or they've all just signed up for the IPL or something.
No, I haven't got that much important information to share, Macca. As coming from Canberra, it's a great start. I'm trying to contain my emotions.
No, that's okay. I'll hold you back from jumping out of the box. We're a bit high up at the moment, so yeah, don't want to end up with any biased commentary, do we?
No.
All right, so who have we got in now at the moment? This is going to be another one of these hard-to-read numbers on the back of the...
Is that number 6?
Number 6 for the Central Western Wranglers, apparently.
Matt
Corbin is in. 6. Matty Corbin to face his first ball. Just taking a little bit of time there to check the field out and adjust himself. He's now coming into bowl. This one just a good length, just outside of off stump. Finding a bit hard to get the feet moving early on. There's no runs, just gone out through to point. He's got the two players out. Once again, we've got the slip in place, which obviously was instrumental in that last wicket. Got a fine leg and a third man as the two players allowed out outside the inner circle. Into bowl again. One was on the stump line. There's bit of indecision there, and in the end, they've scraped a 1. They're now battling a 2. We could have another run out on. It's all happening here. So they indecision on the first single.
I was just about to comment, Macca, about the energy in the field from the Aces, and obviously with 2 wickets down, you can you understand why the energy's there. But that was a bit sloppy.
Absolutely. I thought after the first one, I thought, well, that'll do. They've got away with that one, and then all of a sudden they're bolting back for the second.
I'm sure.
Got the second. There's a bit of a call for new gloves, so chance to say that I used a pair of gloves on the SCG and lost the grip, so it's probably something I can take home for the kids. But so wow, 2 for 11 at the end of an eventful second over.
It could have been too that they were it's really sweaty out there, Macca, and it's hard to grip.
Possibly. Yeah, no, very possible.
Nice. It is nice up here in the commentary box, though.
It is very nice up here. Thank goodness they found the air conditioning button. Now, we do have let me think, is it a change bowler here?
Yep.
We've got Scotty Mern.
No.
No?
Yes, we do. Sorry. Yep. Apologies.
I'm happy with Scotty. Oh! That's gone straight through. What's going on there? Is there a sight problem down there? We need the lights on? It's that's just gone straight through him. Here's the replay here, Jeff. He backed. Ball's followed him. It's through to the keeper. Bit of an ungainly shot, that one, I'd suggest. Bouncer this time, making him think. So 2 for 11 there. I think the Central Western Wranglers are just coming to grips with the pace in this pitch and probably the accuracy of the ACT Aces bowling attack. Into bowl again. And that one has bowled him straight through the gate. Concerning, because I think he showed all 3, and the bowler just obliged by bowling a straight ball straight through. So
yeah, great bowling there by Scotty Mern. I mean, he is a very clever bowler, and he has multiple changes of pace. But that was stock standard for Scotty. Great
length, and not the greatest shots. Obviously, wanted to try to put it into Kipax Lake, I think, but.
I just can't work out whether this is late in the innings or not. That was not the shot to be playing at this time.
I know we're in a country carnival. It was fairly agricultural. But
do you use that one often? I
haven't used it today.
Okay.
But it was an agricultural shot.
It was.
So our new batter coming out, number
11
is for the Wranglers. Adam Ryan. Wonder if he's related to the Ryans from out west. Bo Ryan? No, he's from down the south coast. Who's the other Ryan? Andrew Ryan. Is that related to Andrew?
As in Andrew Ryan, as in the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Does a bit of commentating too for Grandstand Radio, doesn't he?
Lives in Newcastle now.
I assume every Ryan's related to every Ryan, right, Macca?
And his son plays cricket. I'm just throwing that out there.
Okay.
All right, so Adam Ryan just taking guard now. Facing up to Scotty Moon.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think there's a few left in the over. I was only halfway through his over.
Yeah. 2 dots and a wicket. This is the 4th ball. Just a little correction there. Couldn't see by the number. Bartlett is the bowler. Ethan Bartlett. Okay. The old 8 looking like a 0. It's probably says I need a pair of glasses. Anyway, well picked up. Thanks, producer. Ethan Bartlett. Oh, he strays on a leg stump. It's been well taken by the keeper. He's called. I think that might be one of those fake appeals. It's a wide down leg side. Appeal for a catch behind, given not out.
Can't fool this umpire. Who do we have out there today, Macca?
That's a great setup question. No, I can help you because I read it. I did read it earlier on. Thanks, Jeff. It's not the 2 that we had for the last game. Can I just ask if our producer asked you to ask me that? That's another wide. Got a double wide. I can
Sorry,
actually,
we'll get back to it shortly.
no, I can't help you. My notes might have been eaten at lunchtime, along with the chips and everything else. Somebody's stolen them. I think that's just one of the great setups of all time.
Sorry about that.
No, not at all. Team work together. Anyway, back to Ethan, who's just been. Ball's been angled out through point. There's no run. So once again, still a handy over. We've got the 2 wides, a wicket, couple of dots. 1, 2, 3, 4 dots. We're looking last ball coming up.
What's this over missing, do you think? Maybe a 4?
It's missing a 0 to get the noughts and crosses going.
Okay.
2.5 overs gone. Here's the last ball. It's just on leg stump. He's turned it around the corner. Great shot. Now they're going to go take 2. And they've got the 2 safely. Good running there from the Wranglers.
Good running, good throw there from the outfield too.
But after 3 overs, we are sitting on 3 for 15, and we're hoping to find out who the umpires are very shortly. Because they're doing a wonderful job out there, Jeff,
They are
aren't
doing
they?
a wonderful job.
And I had them. Now, we've found the 2 umpires.
Thank you, producers.
We've had 8 producers on the thing here. Gary Crombie, who's from the Cessnock region, is one of the country panellists, is at the far end, and Phil Ranger, the great Phil Ranger from Taree, is the other umpire. So hello to everybody that's a fan of Gary Crombie and Phil Ranger out there. They're doing a superb job at the moment. Great work, team. Well found out. I hope they stay here for the whole game too. Well, we've got another over here. It's being bowled by Tyler Van Leeuwen again. He's had the first ball. It's just been a dot ball. Second ball coming into bowl, steaming in. Oh, it's a nick. It's another edge. Drop short. Oh, throw at the stumps. What's going on here? Okay, so we had a ball that dropped short of first slip, so first slip's back in play again. Nice little healthy outside edge.
Oh.
Ball moving away a little bit. And then he's out of his crease, so we'll have a throw at the stumps here without hitting the keeper. And it cannoned off and had to be fielded elsewhere. In the end, no run. In the bowl again. Oh, he's gone down the wicket towards him. It's leg side. There's very tight, those leg side calls, aren't they, Jeff, in T20 cricket?
Very tight. Not much room for error at all.
Did advance down the wicket, but obviously it was outside of leg stump. And
the umpires earning their keep out there.
Gary Crombie,
That's him. Yep.
A very
Earning
good
his
decision by Gary at that far or Uni of New South end of the ground. In the bowl. It's on off stick. It's gone out through point. Very snappy piece of fielding there. It's no run again. So once again, these dots start to climb and mount up.
It just puts that added pressure on the batsman, doesn't it?
Very much so. Very much so. So Corbin on strike. He's 2 from 5 at the moment. I guess at the moment with a couple of early wickets, he's probably thinking about consolidating. Let's see what happens off this ball. Been driven out through the offside. They get a single up through mid-off. And just the 1 run there. So just rotating the strike. 3 for 17 with 2 balls to come in the over. Lewin. They've ball off the hip. Gone out through square leg. They'll pick up a single there. So 1-3 for 18. Which will bring Corbin onto strike. Tom Van Tempest has been doing a good job behind the stumps here, and again, as that ball gets right through to him, played and missed. Really good ball. That didn't have a lot of clues about that one, but it's gone through to the keeper. It's 3 for 18 at the end of the 4th.
I think the ACT Aces coach Cole Piper will be very happy with the start at the moment.
It's great to see Cole. Did they bring him off the bench today, or for this one?
They did.
Yeah, right.
I think
Cole's been involved with all the underage stuff, I think, hasn't he?
Yeah, I haven't seen him around the office for a while, actually.
It's a bit like most of those CP guys. Now, we've started the new over, so we're into the 5th. That's taken a single down to a short fine leg. Only get a single. Fine leg came in nice and quickly. It's a leg by, in fact. So starting the 5th over, leg by off the first ball. Wranglers 3 for 19. And we have Ethan Bartlett still coming in.
Great name, Macca. Great name.
You sure you're not related? Now's your chance.
Got to claim him. Depends what he does today.
He's going okay so far, so probably get in early. It's a nice cover drive. They'll get 2 out of it, I would think. Nice little slide, stop, turn, sort of awkward throw in, but probably went around the wrong way. But that's a technique thing.
He is a. Sorry to interrupt you. I was just going to say, Ethan is a very talented player, though. He'll be opening the batting today for the Aces as well. Very destructive.
Yeah, look, a big shout out to Matty Tabner, our Western Region cricket manager. He'd be doing it tough at the moment if he's listening to the broadcast. And
I have no doubt he'll be listening to the broadcast.
What about the great Matthew Ellis? Is he on song in the cricket library? Is the cricket library around?
Is that the?
Like to hear in from the cricket library.
Is that the MJ? Is it MJ Ellis?
MJ Ellis, okay, yes. Yeah, no, both huge Wranglers fans, as I understand it. So they would be doing it tough this early on. As Ethan Bartlett comes back in, this ball just played out just to point, and there's no run again. So 3 for 21. We've a couple of dots, 2 and the leg by, so 4 balls down, 2 to go. Want to finish off with tight over here. This one's on his legs. Just played down in front of him, just off the pad. There's no run. Half shout, but we're certainly missing the 5th or 6th stump. So last ball of the over coming up. Again, really key here that I'm sure the Aces won't want to give away a boundary. To bowl again on his legs. Again, he couldn't turn it, so it's a repeat of the previous ball. There's no run, and we finished the 5th over at 3 for 21.
A bit of an appeal there behind. Only the keeper and first slip seemed to be interested in that one.
Yeah, no putting it over the umpire on that occasion, I think, and need a stronger appeal than that.
True.
So we're looking, we got up there in the 6th over. It's a number that's too far away for me.
I think it's still Ollie.
Still Ollie?
I think
number
so.
Number 3, Ollie Annabelle.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, it is too. Should have looked at the bigger screen. All right. So Ollie, left arm steaming in. Into bowl to the right hand. Oh, short. He hasn't really got onto that though. I thought.
I would have said he hasn't got onto it at all, Macca.
Well, but mid-wicket mate took evasive action. I'm thinking, what's going on here? And then I see the ball dribble out to wide mid-on. I'm going, This bloke's gone down for the count before anything was happening.
Yeah, Matt Condon there in mid-wicket.
Poor old Matty Condon. Mustn't have paid his medical bill. Jeez. Evasive action. It's dribbled out there. What's he going to do when he hammers one? Anyway, here we go. In the bowl. That's full, and it's found its way through square leg. Chance of a run out here. And nearly take the keeper out as well. Oh, jeez.
Are we thinking
Vane
direct
Tempest
hit?
was in trouble from the oncoming batter. Yeah, we're thinking direct hit. I think we're going to watch this
Might
one.
have been in a little bit of trouble. It did. It didn't come out as well as he'd hoped, I don't think.
There's nearly a World Wrestling Federation melee there at the end. Wasn't the greatest of throws, but big chance of run out. Oh, this one. What's happened there?
I don't know, but that was a sensational piece of keeping there.
Absolutely. Oh,
Tommy Van Tempest.
Tommy doing it without see. Might as well have not had the first slip in place, and he doesn't.
There we go.
So is that just come off what? I don't know.
Front pad, I think, Macca.
Might have to get the viewer poll. We got a chance of a viewer poll or something.
I'll just ask the producer, he'll know.
I think he's gone for leg by.
He's gone leg by.
So well done to Tommy. Great work there behind the sticks. In the bowl again. Oh, it's pushed out through cover point. Or point. And they've taken 2 to add to the total. Valuable runs at this stage. 3 for 24.
I don't want to speak too soon, but I feel like
Corbin.
they're just starting to settle a little bit out there at the moment.
Don't speak too soon. Now we've had a we'll save that up for the end of the over. Thanks, producer. we've got a caller that's called in. We'll just
we won't leave you in suspense for too much longer, we promise.
Into bowl now. It's on the stumps, nicely defended out there. Although dot ball would prefer to have been a single, maybe, but. Dot ball, 1 ball to come. So on the operation of patterns here, Jeff, I reckon we could be in for a 3. Dot 1, dot 2, dot
3.
Over 3.
Okay. Are they going to run 3?
Well, I don't know. Well, let's see what happens. See what happens out there. 3 for 24. Last ball of the over coming up. We're in the 6th over. And it's meekly defended, so it's another
highly
dot.
Disappointing, really.
Well, that's stuffed up the
trend,
the
really.
Trend. All right,
but
so
we won't leave the viewers with too much suspense. This one coming from Tabsy. It's coming from Matthew Taberner.
What are they both together?
No, I think no. You
Listening here, boys, MJ Ellis found his way to the showground for the Thunder match, so Library closed today.
Yeah.
So the big game for the Thunder this afternoon, isn't it? It's make or break. So MJ Ellis, if you're listening no, you won't be listening anywhere, will you? Well, if you're looking at it in the car, sitting in the back seat, possibly on your laptop, you'll know that there's been a big shout out. The great Matty Tabner has sent a hello to you and wishes you well at the Thunder match tonight. As we all do, wish the Thunder all the best.
We do, especially after the Heat getting through last night. That doesn't make it easier for the Thunder.
No, that's true. That's very true. And what a smashing win to the Sixers, just quietly. Throw that out there as the only bloke in the... Oh, no, there's another Sixers territory man in here as well. So
I've been told by Mr. McKinlay too. Same pitches last night as well.
Yeah, no, fantastic one. Josh Philippi went nuts on it, as did Smudger Smith. So who we got here? This is Brendan Duffy having a bowl for the ACT Aces. Let's stay back on track here. He's coming right arm off spin, I would think, and that ball's just been bunted up to mid on. No, it's a dot ball, so very handy that. The field's a little bit spread. We've got a wide mid on. Deep square, deep cover. Comes into bowl. It's been driven. Oh, there's no run there. Surely.
Yeah, right call. Absolutely.
Well, talk me through that one, Jeff.
Well, I don't know what was going on there, but there was no run in there whatsoever. And let's have a look. I might actually be able to look at the replay here.
Sort of bunted into the pitch and then...
Bunted straight to the bowler.
Straight to the bowler.
And all he had to do was run up and take the bails off.
I nearly thought he was going to make it for the speed at which the bowler had to get back to... The bowler was probably a bit startled about it, but...
I think Brendan was surprised.
Great bit of work there by Brendan Duffy.
Yeah. School teacher, Brendan.
well-
Bit of a shout out to St Francis Xavier in Canberra there, with one of the PE
SFX.
teachers out there. Yep,
Lovely,
SFX.
lovely work. Yeah. Well, that's fantastic work, and it's probably a needless wicket with Henry Schumacher coming into bat for the Wranglers. Another difficult to see number on the back there, if indeed he is wearing a number.
I think it's 17, I think.
Is it? Well, 17, I'll run with that. It could be Henry.
Yep, Henry Schumacher. And if we look to the scoreboard, it's actually up there too.
Well, we probably should believe the scoreboard a bit more. So Corbin's not out, 7 off 16. Schumacher about to face his first delivery for Duffy. We've got 2 dots and a wicket. And hang on, we might have to go to the end of the over for this one, Mr. Producer, if we could. There's another message from Mr. Ellis. Oh, we'll come back on that one. Okay, so our first ball through to Schumacher, and he's played it just out to the mid-wicket position there, no run. It's a nice tight over, this one.
I think the first, we'll come back to that, sorry, Macca.
You're right, as he comes in, Duffy, and that's a better shot. Just placed out wide of mid-on, or between mid-on and the bowler. They get a single down to deep line.
Yeah, that was game awareness. That's being aware of what's happening around you and time and place.
Put a bit more aware than the run out.
Yeah.
You suggest.
Yeah, I don't think Matty Taberner was liking that one.
Oh, jeez. Coming up for our last ball of the over, or our ultimate ball of the over, unless there's something untoward like a head-eye full toss or something. But he's bowled a pretty good over this, and that's another great delivery. Just gone to mid-off. There's no run there. What a fantastic over that was. That's a wicket with one offered. They're 4 for 25, the Wranglers. And I'd suggest here they're in a little bit of a modicum of difficulty I used the other day. I might use it again.
What was the first word?
Modicum.
What does that mean?
Look it up.
Producer? Modicum.
They're in a fair bit of
Okay,
difficulty.
they're a fair bit. And using your infinite wisdom, Mac, I assume that the point now for the Wranglers
Is to get to 50.
was to get to get to 50.
And
but
by all means, use the 20 overs up.
that's what I was going to say. I'm alluding to. I mean, that's key at this point in time.
Shout out to all those Wranglers fans out there. Actually, I'm really hoping to get to 100, but
Well, you've got to get
at
home
the
to your
moment,
dog. So
at the moment, 4 for 25. I don't know what you got left in the shed. Okay. So we have a
how are your
bowling
dogs?
change.
How are your dogs? They all right at home by themselves?
No, there's only one. It's Maltese Shih Tzu. Big shout out to Scooby. One of the greats.
Is Scooby coping?
He'll be going okay. He'll be yapping his head off, I reckon, as this first ball comes in. We've played it out through to the third man. They're looking for 2. Geez, on some of the running this innings, I'm glad they stayed at 1.
I was going to say that was a good call. Yeah.
Oh, know where that was going. We're just looking out for our bowler at that far end, Scotty Mearn again. So they're ringing the changes, the ACTA, just keeping the Central Western Wranglers guessing there. And the next ball is just played back up the pitch.
I think Scooby's just arrived.
It's a bit of revolty in the box as if there hasn't been any all day. Between that and the Bob Hudson song in the last match, I think Rob McKinlay had better find other things to do. That's a great shot down the ground, but it's been equally well fielded and got a hand down to it, the bowler, and his follow through.
You're just getting a bit excited there to see the Wranglers
Scotty
actually
Mearn.
being really positive.
Well, it was a good shot, really good shot, but really well fielded. There's nobody behind Scotty there, and just stuck the mitt down and was able to dissipate any chance of a 4. This next ball tried. What's going on there? Tried to whip it around to mid wicket. Was on the back foot to start with. Had to go full 20 metres rather than 18, perhaps. And the throw to the bowler's end wasn't that far off.
No, apparently, there's a run in every delivery at the moment.
Oh, wow!
You all right, Macca?
I'm excited by the experience here. This has got something on every ball here. Oh, played and missed. Judging by the fact there's no appeal, gone straight through to the keeper. Van Tempest did an excellent job of taking it. It's beaten him. It's too quick.
What a great over. Was that 2 runs from the over so far?
Yeah, I nearly gave it up as being a misangled one down to third man, but I reckon he's too quick for him there. Facing up again, bit of a two-eyed stance. He's got a little bit inside out, but he's managed to get it out to deep cover. There's a bit of a fumble there. Oh, no. Got a second and just home.
There shouldn't have been a second in that.
Oh, no, you're right. It's like carpet out there, so it should have only been one.
Yeah.
The fact that he fumbled it, though, brought the run out into play, because that's what we've seen that a couple of times so far. And
You think it was strategy, Mac?
I reckon Matty Tabner's heart would have been in his mouth at that time. But 4 for 29.
Yeah, that's if he's still watching us, right?
Oh, I reckon he's still there somewhere.
Yeah.
4 for 29. Big shout out too to Catherine Wood if she's listening, because I'm pretty confident she would have been. If she's not, she might have had a doze off actually. One of the Australian New South Wales girls played in the Australian Country tournament recently.
Brendan Duffy back on.
Brendan Duffy's back on, and that's big. That's huge. That's 6.
Yep.
6 runs. What an excellent shot. That was like he turned around and straight drove it out through square leg. What a good shot from Schumacher.
He's a strong boy too.
Here he
Just
goes.
have a look at him.
He
Played off
turns
his
around
pad.
and then there it goes. That one stayed hit, didn't it, Jeff?
Absolutely stayed hitting. I reckon if he stays in, we could see some fireworks. He's a big boy.
Well, he might just do it in boundaries here, and they certainly need a few. 4 for 35, just starting the 8th. We got a conference. You blokes in Canberra would be aware of conferences, wouldn't you?
we have them all the time. We have far too many.
So, well, there's been a
public servants
3-person
out there.
conference there. I think they've had a whinge about the ball hitting the concrete or something as well. Anyway,
a shout out to all the public servants in Canberra.
yeah, all the hard workers there. Brendan's coming in for his second ball. This is St Francis Xavier, man. And it's
SFX, as you.
SFX, yeah. Yeah. Do you think I didn't know that? Sorry for the first go.
And here we go again.
Oh. That's going to be out, I think. Oh, he's put it down. Oh.
Was that
That's
Schumacher?
Yeah, I think just looking at that, the Tom Van Leeuwen, who bowled very well early on, I think he's looking at the rope a little bit and think he might have got a bit tangled up there or just sweaty palms. But either way, he's put one down. Dropped a soda. Oh, hang on, but we're going for 2 here now. Geez, there's no lack of excitement here. Between the drop catch last ball and now a couple of runs there. Schumacher on strike.
Let's be honest, Macca, it's going to end. Well, that's how it was always going to end, right?
6-1 and 2
Yeah.
singles.
We're going to get 6s.
That's been driven straight back down the ground. Now they're going to take 2 here, surely. Here we go. No, they've thought better of it, which is probably a good move as well. Van Leeuwen just making up a little bit for his misdemeanour there earlier on in the over. Got round to that ball nice and quickly and let it go.
That's never a nice feeling, though, is it?
Wonder what the crowd's thinking. That ball, next ball. Oh, a chance. Oh. So
Carbon copy.
let the pictures tell the story. It's just gone straight back to the bowler. And it was like, probably shouldn't let it go first up. Second up was still okay. Here we go on the replay, Jeffrey. Talk me through this.
I'm not sure. He's backed up a long way. He's run. I'm not sure what he's doing.
He's had the reverse Mark War there and Junior 349, and look what's happened. Nearly got it. Nearly got it.
I can see the crowd giving it to him down there. On
Yeah,
the
yeah.
so look at him go.
Yeah, there's a few words. But I'm lucky they don't have cans in their hand.
I
Could be
know.
going anywhere.
Day 13.
It'd be like a Lang Park experience.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Oh, playing a miss outside of off stump.
You can take the boy out of you can take the boy out of Queensland, mate.
Oh, come on, mate. You got your Aces shirt on there now, haven't you?
Oh, I do.
Scotty Mearns back in for another over, or is it Ethan Bartlett up there? Scotty Mearn?
Scotty Mearns still.
Now, I think we've had some other listeners phoning in. Is that live? Is that live? Yeah. Sorry, I had to get the right phone. No, I can't come out for a date tonight. And that's 4 runs slashed out through backward of point. He's now looking for a glove change maybe, or just waving to his girlfriend in the crowd, one of the two. But
It is pretty.
that's 4 runs.
It is pretty humid out there today, Macca.
Yeah, it was pretty warm when we did the presentation. I had the great job of holding up the Plan B sign.
It was a tough task.
I was the one behind it. Well, the trouble was the metal was so hot
Yep.
that I reckon I've got third-degree burns on my hands. This next ball just played out through to gully. They've snuck a single, quite an easy one there, and Schumacher's starting to make his mark.
That is well played. Well said. That is absolutely true. He is.
I've got to think of
I think-
something because I'm not coming out with anything else.
He's
9.3 overs, only got 3 balls to make a difference here. If we come in for the next ball. And now there's a fumble there. He's 3 metres out of his crease. There's no chance of a run.
Well, there could have been.
Based on what we've seen, I
Seen
thought
so
they were
far.
about to take off. Mearns with none for 9. He's got 2 legal deliveries left in this over, and then we'll be handing over to a fresh set of commentary team to the greats from the North Coast, Marty and Jay. But at the moment, we've got a nicely guided ball down. There'll be 2 down to third man.
Yep,
Corbin,
well
just a nice little bit of a whippet between the wickets.
It's Nick Bros down there fielding.
Nick Bros, who's got another. There's another Bros in this
There
game,
is.
isn't there? Do you want
There
to?
is,
You got
yeah, so-
one ball to talk me through it.
So Nick was actually playing for the Wranglers last year. He's moved to Canberra.
Excellent. Last ball of the 10th over coming up. It's been a push to mid-off. So at 4 for 46, the Wranglers are rebuilding.
What's your plan B?
If you're drinking, don't drive.
And we're back. 10 overs down. 4 for 46. So not a good start here from the Wranglers. They're going to need to pick things up. Martin Garani joining you here at the SCG, and I'm joined by Jay Guthrie, the cricket manager for Coffs Coast. Unfortunate, the game earlier in the day, the Coffs boys didn't get up. Well, bowled there. Out 3 point. That's a beautiful shot. I'll pick up a couple. Nicely played there by Corbin. He's actually getting into his work really well now. Welcome, Jay.
Thanks, Marty. Thanks for having me.
Nick Bros coming into the attack now. Right arm off spin. Jammed out down to mid-on for a single. So they're keeping the scoreboard ticking along at the moment, these two. They're actually doing a really good recovery job here for their team. And they'll be keen to really push this on for the next few overs and really start to build a total. Comes in outside off stump. That's crushed out through the covers. They'll get at least 2. Nice shot there by Schumacher.
Yeah, solid rebuild here, Marty. The Corbin there is 18 off 28 balls, so doing what's required at this time of the innings.
And Schumacher, the aggressor, he's got 16 off 12. Rose comes in again. And as the other boys said, they should know how he bowls. He's from the same region as these guys, so played with them last year. But just chopped that one out to mid-wicket and no run. Comes in again. Darts that one through. Big appeal for caught behind. Not out. Umpire Ranger there, giving that one not out. Comes in again, right arm over. He's not going to leave anything in the shed, is he, Schumacher? He's given it everything on every delivery at the moment. He's trying to hit them all out of the park. He just managed to chop that one down the long on for a single.
Mindful, Marty, it is pretty warm here today. Currently 30 degrees, relative humidity of nearly 60.
Nearly 60%, so it would be pretty hot out there. And just a reminder, if you're having a few drinks watching this afternoon's game, make sure that if you're drinking, don't drive home. Make a plan B instead. And if you're looking for more information, at transportnewsouthwales.info. bowling again at the top end there. Looks like Brendan Duffy coming on to bowl. So he's a right arm, bowling right arm off spin. Brendan used to bowl right arm medium pace, if I remember rightly, when I was down in Canberra. But he's changed the off spin. So looking to tie it down again. He's bowling round the wicket. Comes in. Schumacher's smashed that one down the ground. And that's gone all the way for a boundary. That's a lovely shot. Straight back over the bowler's head. Really starting to put the foot down now, and they've moved along to 4 for 56. So these two are doing a great job of recovering the innings.
Did see these boys in the warm-up, Marty, and they were smashing a few dongers out into the crowd.
Yeah, they definitely showed that they like to hit the ball in the warm-ups, and they're now starting to show that out in the ground, which is great. Comes in again, round the wicket. That's a lovely, delicate little shot. So not only with the power, but he's glided that one down through third man, and they'll pick up a couple.
I think he took advantage there of a wide third man.
So a good start the over here. 6 off the first 2 balls, and they're probably going to need a couple of overs that sort of get up into those mid-teens and maybe even a couple of overs of 20 to really build this total. Comes in again. That one's short. It's pulled away out to mid-wicket. Just a single that time.
It's a large boundary out there today, Marty.
It is a long boundary out there to the eastern side. It's a big hit. Pitch probably just to the western side of the square, centre of the square. Comes in again. Tried to turn that one round the corner. Really good work there from the keeper. Van Tempest doing a really good job behind the stumps here for the Aces. He got out from behind the stumps quickly to cut off any chance of a run there. Corbin on strike as he waits. Duffy in. He's worked his way across. He's played that beautifully down to fine leg, and they'll get 2 more. Sliding save there from Robbie Trickett.
Nice little inventive shot there.
Absolutely. Starting to work the ball around. They've worked out where the gaps are, and they're working the ball around. They're picking up boundaries, and they're also picking up a lot of 2s, which is going to build the score quickly. Comes in again. It's a nice shot out through covers for a single. It's probably almost the best over the innings for them there. That's 10 runs off the over, and they'll need a few more of those to keep them going through the rest of this innings.
Well, they've proved Macca wrong already, mate. They've made 50.
Yep. 4 for 62 with 8 overs to come. And they'll look to build on that. So if they can manage to get up around that sort of 130 mark, at least that gives them something to bowl at.
Definitely. I think it's only heating up out there as well. This afternoon sun baking everyone out there.
Got Bros to continue. Change a glove for one of the batters. I think probably a quick drink too.
Sweating bullets, I think, Marty.
Absolutely. Too hot. I'm very comfortable up here in the commentary box, and I think it's a better spot to be watching the cricket than out there in the middle today. Nick Bros comes in to bowl. Gives that one plenty of air. And stroked just straight to cover, so no run there. Nice bit of flight. Comes in again, rushing through his overs here, really trying to rush it through the keeper. A bit of a fumble there. That could have been an opportunity for a stumping. But, really rushing through the overs.
Yeah, good little ploy here.
Yep. Quickly through his over. He's got through 3 balls, only 1 run off the over so far. So really trying to grab back that ascendancy that they had prior to the previous over. Bros in again. Going to Schumacher. That's a big hit. Hasn't quite got it though. And they're going to come back for a second. This could be very tight. Oh!
We're home there.
Made it. Maybe could have been better off letting that go through to the keeper, because I think Schumacher was struggling more so than Corbin. But well taken by the bowler, whipped the bars off, but Corbin had made his ground. So
still rebuilding well here. We've just got some side note that Corbin's the leading run scorer in Bathurst Orange Inter-District.
Oh, he's taken off for a single. Oh, quick flick back there from the keeper.
Very nice work with the bat also.
He's just managed to, I think he flicked it into the batsman trying to get back into his ground. He's run straight down the middle of the wicket there. Would have been trouble for the umpire. Bros in again. Big swing. That's a huge hit. Is it going to make it? No, coming around. Oh, nice catch.
Well taken, sliding catch there.
That's a lovely catch there by Tape. He's taken a very good catch running around. Basically came straight back over the bowler's head. Nice piece of movement. Good communication between the two fielders who were crossing over. And a nice catch there, and Brose has picked up a wicket.
And Schumacher was really starting to push the innings there.
So, see it again there. Big swing of the bat. He's just top-edged it a little bit. And it was a really good piece of work there from the fielder getting around. And Tape's taken a great catch. End of a really good knock there from Schumacher. He's done a good job for his team. He's given them a bit more to go on with. But unfortunately now they've dropped to 5 for 65, so they're going to need to keep working. Just trying to work out. Morris is the new batter. He's come into face. And it looks like Ethan Bartlett's coming back into the attack from the Paddington end, the Randwick end. So he's going to be again trying to get through. Comes in and bowls to Morris. He's just flicked that one round the corner, so he's off the mark. Nicely played his first ball, just bunted round the corner there for a single. Bartlett currently has Bartlett coming in again to bowl. Nicely struck there from Corbin. He's driven that just the single. Again, the fielding from the Aces has probably been a standout. They've really worked well as a team, cutting off those extra runs.
Is this a change of ends here for Bartlett?
Yep, so he bowled from the Paddington end first up, and he's changed to the Randwick end. Currently has 1 for 8. He's in his third over, I think, so he's doing a fantastic job there for his team. Another dot ball there.
Looks like he's a really hit the deck style bowler here.
Yeah, was very sharp as a younger man, and he's using all of his experience now as a seasoned cricketer to really tie the scoring rate down. Bang it into the deck again. Morris has glided that one down past point for a single. So the Aces just rebuilding their ascendancy again at the moment.
Still a long way from here. We've what have we got? 6.2 overs remaining. He's
just brought up fine leg now and dropped out long off. So I imagine this one's going to be a bit fuller. That's a clever piece of bowling. Slower ball outside the off stump. Batsman only able to glide it down to third man for a single. Brings Sellers onto strike. He was coached by the great Matty Taberner, so hopefully he'll be able to show his ability with the bat after that great work that Matty Taberner put in when he was a junior. Comes in and bowls again. Bartlett. He's hoiked that one across the line. He's a bit of a miss hit, which might give them the opportunity to come back for 2. They're coming back. Again, nice piece of fielding, but they've made it safely.
Really well run there.
Good piece of running. That takes them to 5 for 71 off 14 overs. So 6 overs to go. So probably need to be looking at 10s and over from here.
Definitely going to need it.
To get them up to around about that 130 mark. Another change in bowling.
We've got Brendan Duffy.
Brendan Duffy, so a change of ends for Duffy. So bring in the changes here, Reece Healy. Just not letting the batters settle against any particular bowler. Corbin back on strike. He's been doing a great job. 24 off 36. So Duffy looking to try and get him out. Comes in round the wicket.
I think there might have been a little bit of premeditation there, Marty.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to go the big shot, and he's darted that through and caught him off guard a little bit. He was able to bunt it out to point, but no run. Comes in again. Floats that one up a bit more. Nicely bowled. Gets a single down to long on. It's interesting bowling round a wicket. He's trying to really make it hard for them to free their arms and swing at the ball. Sellers on strike. We'll see if Matty Tabernar taught him how to play a bit of the off spin round the wicket. Comes in, floats that one up. Nice piece of bowling.
For the viewers at home, Marty, we've got a 5 out currently. Got a deep backward square, deep mid wicket, deep long on, long off, and a sweeper out at cover.
Comes in again. Floats that one up. Nice piece of bowling. What is interesting too, Jay, is that the fielders inside the circle aren't back on the circle. So you've got cover and mid-wicket are actually hunting in, trying to cut off the single.
Really attacking.
Comes in again, floats that one up. Peel for a catch behind, given not out. Must have just clipped a bit of pad going through. This is a very, very good over here from Duffy. 1 run off the first 4 balls. That's a very nice piece of keeping. And a good decision there for the umpire at square leg. He didn't actually fall out of his crease at all.
Obviously a loved bat there, Marty. Plenty of tape around it.
Yes, looks like a family favourite. Comes in again. He's giving the ball plenty of air, making the batsman create all the pace himself, and he's just been able to bunt that one out to cover for a single. And 2 runs off the over. Not really what they need at the moment. I know they're 5 wickets down, but they really need to be putting the foot down. They've only got the 5 overs to go, and it's going to make it hard for them to get a competitive score if they're only getting 2 and 3 and over.
Definitely need to be looking for that boundary early in the over.
And it's a good point. T20 cricket, it is all about getting momentum. So, bowlers are trying to get into the over and out of the over without too much damage. But batsmen, you really want to be trying to get that first ball of each over away for a boundary, or at least for a couple.
Nothing worse as the bowler being put away first ball of the over.
Absolutely. It's not a nice feeling at all. We've got Moon coming back into the attack from the Randwick end. Bowling to Sellers. Again, just not enough intent, I think, would be the best description of the batting at the moment. You'd like to see them put a bit more pressure on the bowlers, maybe bunting into gaps and trying to run 2s if they don't get the ones that they can really whack to the boundary. Moon coming in again. Short of a length, off the back foot, and again straight to the fielder at cover.
Yeah, real lack of those inventive shots, Marty.
Yeah, it's the thing about T20 cricket. You've got the opportunity to try something. They're really not going to lose a lot at the moment. If one of these guys actually does, one of them has to go now to get their team a decent total. Moon in again. Again, flick straight to the fielder.
Yeah, we've got a smidge over 4 overs left. And the intent, what sort of score should we be looking at here at the moment?
I still reckon they need at least that 120 mark. And at the moment, they're going to struggle to get anywhere near that. So Moon doing a great job for his team. 3 dot balls to start the over as he comes in again. That's more like it. Steps away. Didn't quite get it. Lobbed it to mid. Oh, they're going for a second. Well run. Nice piece of running there by Corbin. 2 to Sellers. But again, a miss-hit, but much more intent, that delivery, which is what they really need.
You have a look at Sellers' setup here. He's very much opening himself up to that mid-wicket shot.
Comes in again. He's backed away and smashed that out through the covers. But again, very well set fields here by the aces, and he only gets the single.
I think that was a little stick back at me there saying, I'm not a leg side player, son.
Commentator's curse whenever we think we've got it worked out. Backed away and smoked that out through covers, but still only got the single. Brings Corbin on strike. Moon comes in. He's danced down the wicket. That's bowled him. Bit of an inside edge. It's just clipped the leg stump on the way through. Great piece of bowling. What an excellent over that is from Moon. 16th over of the innings. He's gone for 3 runs and taken a wicket. That's a fantastic over and really does now put the Aces right on top.
This will be an interesting little replay, this one, Marty. Here we go.
So he's danced down the wicket. Yeah,
Chopped
inside
it on.
edge. And just clipped the bottom of the leg stump. So good intent again from the batter. But just managed to get an inside edge on that one, and it's crashed into the leg stump, clipped the leg stump, and that's the end of a nice innings there. New batter coming in, number 12, not on our list. Have to trust the scorers on this one. But nice little innings there from Corbin. He got 25 off 39 deliveries. And Mern, a very good over. And Bros is going to come on now. So, again, ring in the changes.
Yeah.
Healy's not letting them settle against any batter, any bowler, and really putting them under pressure.
Really like this captaincy, Marty. The side's on top, and they're really making it tough to settle.
So Bros will be bowling to Sellers. Big swing. He's got a fair piece of that, and that's gone all the way for 6. That's an awesome shot there from Sellers.
And that's $5 for the cameraman there, dropping that one.
Yeah, cameraman's dropped the catch. That's a glorious shot there from Sellers. He's got all of that one out there, and the cameraman probably could have got out of the fielder's way rather than trying to catch the ball, but next delivery, chopped, fine edge. That's heading down towards the boundary as well, and they're going to come back for 2.
Mate, really pushing through his over here. The umpire's saying, mate, just slow down a fraction. I'm not quite ready.
He's even catching the umpire unawares. And 2 more runs there to Sellers, so good shot. New batsman is Morrish. Comes in and bowls again. Sellers, another outside edge. That's not a bad spot to be hitting them. There's no fielders down there. They'll come back for 2 again.
Bros is not happy about that one.
Bros is not happy. He's bowled 2 pretty handy deliveries after being dispatched for 6, and unfortunately they've both gone for 2 runs and 10 off the over with only 3 balls gone. So this is looking like a good over here for the Wranglers.
So really trying to contain the runs with the fielders in the deep rather than attack here. What's your play?
He's actually brought the fielder from short fine leg across to a short third man, which is probably not a bad option. He's just pushing the ball a little bit through a little bit after getting belted for a 6 off the first ball. Rose comes in again, floats that one up a bit more. He's taken a big hit at that one. One bounce down to the fielder on the fence there. Well done by Van Leeuwen. Nice piece of fielding and keeps that to a single.
Another left-hander in, Marty.
It's about time we saw some left-handers. And Morris is on strike here.
Got plenty of ink, this fellow.
And he looks like he strongly built young lad, so it looks like he'd like to give the ball a bit of a touch-up. So he'll be just what they need, I think, coming into the last 3 overs if he can get going. Braves will want to be getting out of this over. It's gone for 11 already off 4 balls. Comes in round the wicket now. Nicely bowled. He's bunted that out to cover for a single. Not a bad piece of batting there from the new bloke, getting the in batter on strike.
Yeah, just having a look at the field there. He just split the 2 out there. Easy run.
Last ball over here. Bros comes in. Again, plenty of air. And a nice piece of fielding off his own bowling to cut that off. So no run off the last ball. So
12 off that over?
12 off the over. Again, really good over there for the Wranglers, and they'll probably need to go at least that for the last 3 overs. So 88 with 3 overs to go. So probably still a chance to get up around that 120 mark, but they're going to need to bat well from here. Looks like Mern's going to continue.
Another 12 per over, Marty, will get them to about that 114 mark. So they might have to just increase it a fraction to get you to your 120. Might take a risk here. They're bowling really well.
So Mern to continue. He's going to bowl round the wicket. To Morris, the new batter. Just a bit of a hold up here, just trying to get the field right, I think. So we've got 3 fielders out on the boundary on the offside. No, we're going to swap that around. We're going to bring mid-off up and mid-on goes back. So we've got 3 out on the leg side and 2 out on the offside. So you set the field to bowl probably pretty full, really, with the field he's got set. Comes in and bowls round the wicket. Actually bangs that one in a little bit. That's bowled in. That's a lovely delivery. Straight through him.
It's a cracking nut.
Very good start to the over. Hit the top of off stump. That's what we always say. Bowling at the top of off stump, you're probably going to get more wickets than go for runs.
Absolute textbook.
Very nice piece of bowling there from Mern, and he's now got 2 for 15. He's doing a great job for his team.
We're just seeing the replay of the last over. It was good fielding, though.
It was a very good piece of fielding off the last ball of the previous over. Just waiting for a replay of the wicket, but that's an excellent piece of bowling there from Mern. Doing a great job for his team.
It looks like we might have Connor Slattery coming in to bat.
Seven for 87 is the score. 88, sorry. 7 for 88. So we're speaking about what the Wranglers would like to get to, but obviously the Aces would be very keen to wrap up these last 3 wickets and be chasing under 100 when they go out to bat.
Very nice to go out and be chasing less than 6 and over from the start.
Most definitely. Mern going back over the wicket now. Slattery's on strike.
Mind you, Marty, sometimes those smaller targets are actually the hardest to chase down.
Absolutely, and again, you can't judge the game until both teams have batted, but I would imagine the ACT Aces will be very comfortable. Mern comes in now. Nicely bowled on the pads, flicked away. Just the one. Again, the fielding's been really good. They attack when the ball's been bunted out to the outfield, and they've really limited the opportunities for the Wranglers to get 2s and 3s. Mern coming in again from the Randwick end. Oh, big swing. How is that not taken out the off stump? That must have, talk about a coat of varnish. I don't think that's an extra bit of sticker on the stump would have cleaned him up then. He's backed away, giving himself plenty of room, and straight through him.
A very handy spell here too from Mern. Marty must go unnoticed. 2 for 16 so far.
Doing a great job for his skipper. Seller's still trying to put the foot down. Again, gives himself a bit of room. Slaps at that. 1, 2 bounces down to mid-on, and only the single. Again, good fielding, good attacking fielding in from the boundary. Four balls gone in the over. He's taken the 1 wicket and only gone for the 2 runs. So again, every time they have a good over, the Aces bounce back and really tie them down in the next one.
And Sellers is 20 off 20 here. Probably needs to take the initiative and really push the envelope.
I think so, yeah. So we just brought Fine Legs come up now. I'm going to have a bit of a conversation between the bowler and cover fieldsman.
What do you reckon the plan is here, Marty?
I reckon this could very well be a slower ball. I reckon he's brought Fine Leg and deep third man up, so they've both come inside the circle. He's got 3 out at mid-on, mid-wicket and square leg, and he's got a deep cover point and a deep long off as well. Comes in and bowls, pace off delivery. And batsman's done a great job. He's walked across and flicked that down to Fine Leg, and they'll come back for 2.
I think he may have premeditated that one a little.
Not a bad, that's a good piece of batting from Slattery. He's only just come to the crease to work out that that's where he was going to get runs. And straight away we changed the field again, so this will be pace on, I'd imagine. And he's dropped back Fine Leg and third man now as Mern comes in to bowl. Shorter ball, sliced down to third man for a single. So a really good over again there from Moon, and only the 5 runs coming from it. And that's really good work from him. He's got 2 for 20.
We've got 2 overs left. Oh, there's
Just
a
got a
replay
replay of that wicket delivery of the first ball of the over, and that was an absolute gem. Just pitched outside off, cut back in nicely, clipped the top of off stump.
I think really good angle provided by the bowler then as well.
So 93 on the board, 2 overs remaining. Ethan Bartlett, most experienced player in the Aces team, coming back on to bowl. This will be his last over. He's got 1 for 12 off 3 overs so far, so he's done a great job.
He's had more changes of ends than I've had hot dinners.
Yes, he's definitely had mixed it up a little bit, and looking to finish out this innings for the Aces team. Bowling to Slattery, who's not long out in the middle. Straight through him first ball. Just a bit quick, that one, I think.
Yeah, I think he was looking for the slow ball maybe there.
Good piece of bowling, just straight through him first ball of the over. Just too quick, yeah. Again, didn't miss the off stump by much.
Bartlett really steaming in here.
Comes in again. Nice high action. Gets that one. Bangs it into the pitch, and only just being able to bunt it out to cover for a single.
Bouncing up high into the stomach there. Not much you can do with that one.
Hitting high on the bat makes it very difficult for the batsman to get any leverage on the shot. Sellers comes on to strike now, 20 off 20, so he's doing a good job. Bartlett in. Again, giving himself room.
Mistiming again.
And mistiming that shot. And a nice piece of fielding.
Something to be
there
taken out of Bartlett's
Condon.
bowling innings here. 1 for 13. This is his final over. Really banging it in.
He's really hitting the deck, and again, it's holding up, and it's not really getting through. Comes in again. Fuller delivery, that's a full toss. Again, straight to cover. He's had a shy at the bowler's end.
This backing up, Marty. They've already barbecued one of their own today.
Yep. I think that might have been close too if that one had hit the stumps, that direct hit. But good fielding there in the covers by skipper Healy. Bartlett comes in to bowl again. Bangs that one in short. He swatted that out through over point, and that's going to run away. No, great piece of fielding. They've come back for 3. Great piece of fielding out there on the boundary.
Epitomises that what we were talking about earlier with the Aces, Marty.
Absolutely. Good diving stop. They pick up 3. So 4 runs off the over so far. We've got 1 ball left. Bartlett comes in at his pads. He's bunted that out on the leg side. It should look to come back for 2, and they have. Good running there. So he picks up 2 off the last ball. 6 off the over. 99 with an over to go.
And Bartlett finishes with 1 for 18 off his 4.
Very good spell. I think from here, they need to probably need a minimum of 10 off this over, and if they can manage to maybe do a little bit better.
We've got Tyler Van Leeuwen back in here.
So he's coming on to bowl his last over.
He's currently got stats of 1 for 9. 1 for 8, sorry.
1 for 8. Bowled very well at the top of the innings. Doing a great job for his skipper. We've got Sellers on strike, who's 23 off 23. As we said, he and Schumacher have done a good job to at least get them a total that they can go out and try and defend.
Look, it's not going to be easy, but like we said, if they can take something out of this bowling innings, it could really make it tough for the Aces.
Definitely, and it'll be wickets in the power play is going to be the key for them when they get out to field. Van Leeuwen comes in to bowl. Straight through him. How did that miss?
Very skiddy, that delivery.
Good sharp delivery there. That's straight through him, and I reckon that's taken a coat of varnish off the leg stump. Oh. Unlucky. But a very good delivery to start the over. And again, that dot ball at the start of the over really sets the bowler up.
He gets very close to the umpire, this fella bowling.
Nice and tight to the umpire. Comes in again, a little bit of an angled approach. Again, Yorker length. All the batsman can do is jam it out. Looking for 2. Nah, just the single.
Good fielding out there again. He said, not today.
He's just done an awesome job out there.
I think that might be Scott Mearn out there.
I think it might be. All the outfielders done a great job for the Aces. He comes in. Again, really good Yorker length bowling this. That's what you want in the last over an innings.
Nice and sharp. Not much you can do with it here.
No, not much you can do at all. And again, no run.
Be really nice for him to end the innings here with a couple of boundaries.
And Lewin coming in again. Again, right in the block hole, and all they can do is jam it out for a single. The Aces are happy with that. They're happy to give away 1 run a ball in this last over. They have ticked over the 100 mark, so at least that's something for them.
Do believe that's another stick for Macca there. No 50, no 100. They've got that both.
Yeah, knocked over both. Van Leeuwen comes in to bowl again. And he's hit that well. They should look for 2 here. Although the non-striker, bit of ball watching there. And only get the 1. There's only 4 off the over so far. Not really what they needed off the last over. Van Leeuwen coming in to bowl the last ball of the innings. Barring a no ball or a wide. Comes in. Wide of the off stump. Big swing. And that ends the innings. 7 for 103.
Made it look hard there at the end. Bit of pace on. Tough to hit.
You have to say the Aces, that was probably pretty clinical in the field, both with the ball, but also in the fielding. They did everything they possibly could. I can't remember them making a mistake apart from probably the 1 drop catch. So 7 for 103. They definitely, Wranglers are going to have their work cut out trying to defend that. And the Aces are really probably, I think, will probably go out and try and put runs on the board early and really put them under the pump. But if they can't get wickets in the power play, it's going to be very difficult for the Wranglers. Yeah,
and I think they started off the innings really well, bowling their pacemen. Normally you see a little bit of spin early on. They really come in, ripped it in hard and got a couple of wickets on the board. I think at one stage 2 for 3. Is that right?
Yep. So I think good start. 4 wickets in the power, or 3 wickets in the power play always makes it difficult for the team that are batting. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes to start the second innings and see if the Wranglers can defend 103.
What's your plan B?
If you're drinking, don't drive.
Back to the Sydney Cricket Ground, Robbie McKinlay and Jay Guthrie, when we've got a run chase, and it's probably not going to be that too difficult, you'd think, Jay, with earlier on we saw the Central West Wranglers struggle a bit, 7 for 103.
Yeah, not a very big target to chase down, but like we've talked about, it can be sometimes the most tricky.
And Jay, I thought actually when at early stages of that innings, it looked like they might even struggle to get 70 or 80, but at the end of it, at least they've batted through the overs and posted a score in triple figures.
Yeah, in T20, you've definitely got to face out the 20 overs for sure.
The biggest thing they're going to be coming up against, though, is a red-hot, talented batting lineup that the Aces are going to put forward. You've got we're expecting Ethan Bartlett and Matt Condon will probably open the batting. Then you've got Robbie Trickett, Reece Healy, Josh Staines, Nick Brose. It sort of goes on. So
batting down to 11, I think, this squad.
Bat down to 11, yeah. So they really generally do. So, of course, the winner of this will take on the winner of the Sydney Sixers conference final. Early on today was a big win to the Lake Macquarie attack. They had a 50-run win over the Coffs Coast Chargers. And what do you expect? He'll open up with a new ball here, you reckon, Jay?
Well, I think we're looking like it's Matt Stephen here marking his run-up.
Yeah, one of the quicker bowlers in the in their local comp. Can get the ball through a bit. He's going to think taking up first strike there. Looks like it might be Robbie Trickett. Left-handed. I think he's left-handed opening bat. Trickett. He is. So he's going to Ethan Bartlett, of course, at the other end. Very explosive right-handed bat. We've seen him already with the ball. You know, innings. He's just a great cricketer. He's won Cricketer of the Year in years in Wagga, where he grew up playing his cricket, and then in Canberra. He's been sensational.
And probably trying to do the opposite of what the last innings was and really explode in this power play and see if they can wrap up this total early, you think?
Yeah, that's definitely the way Bartlett will go here, Jay. Whereas Robbie Trickett, he's more of a player who'll work the ball around a bit. If you give him a little bit of width, he's very strong through the offside. But yeah, Bartlett, to be honest, if the Wranglers are any chance, they've got to knock Bartlett over real quick.
It looks like they're setting a fairly attacking field here with a slip in place early. Yeah,
we've got a bit of an update on the Sydney Thunder and Scorchers game today. It's a massive game at the Sydney Showground. 3 for 54, the Scorchers, off 10 overs. So, and Mitch Marsh is out, Livingston and Josh English. So that's a good start for the Thunder. They just got to win today. You probably don't give a stuff, Jay, because you're in the Sixers region. But Jeff Bartlett and myself, we're pulling pretty hard here. So
definitely supporting both the New South sides to get in there, I would have thought.
Well said, mate. So neutral today, aren't we? Yeah, yeah, well played.
Straight bat there.
All right, we have got Matt Stevens going to bowl from the Paddington end. And he's going to bowl to Robbie Trickett. First ball. It's on a good length, and he plays and misses outside off stump. So that's a good start.
I do like their field they've set up here. Fairly attacking. Obviously, they need to early. They've got we've got a slip and a deepish gully.
Yeah, as we said, early wickets are going to be the key here. That's where the Wranglers went wrong. They lost a couple of early wickets, which was a massive blow to them. So, Matty Stephen, a bustling run up, all shoulder here, and he gets it on a length, and Trickett just works it round the corner. Whether it was off the pad or the bat, it's going to go away for 4 runs, and that's a perfect start. Trickett just one on his pads, left-handers, they love him there. He's away to a good flyer.
Probably all the games we've seen today, bowlers really struggled probably when the ball's swinging a little bit early, and just getting the wrong bias on the ball. Pretty
much, and a player of Trickett's ability, as it being an opener, he's used to that pace on the ball, and he realised he's just got to get bat on it there. As it's starting to get a little bit darker here, and the wind's picking up a bit, as Stevens bowls, and this time Trickett drives straight to point. Joe, you might just give us a bit of a weather update. It's a bit of an outlook here, isn't it?
I have got the app open here. Just
beautifully played.
Looking like there's a little bit of coverage coming across, so a little bit scattered, but like you said, very dark.
Yeah, the wind's out of the sort of the southeast a bit here at the moment. As Stevens runs in, bowls quick, and Trickett drives beautifully, but they've got a deep cover out there, a sweeper. And the ball back in pretty quickly.
Probably put some more emphasis on to really wrapping up that innings nice and quick here to get the win.
Bit of news for today too in Australia Day. Ian Healy, Order of Australia. So good on your heels. I haven't checked the mailbox lately. I don't think I got one or missed an invitation or anything, but I'll just get me PA to check that one out.
Just keep up this stellar performance in the commentary box, mate. You never know.
Now, I went past the great Ray Warren's photo there before out there in the media centre. Stephen Bowl. Bowled him! Bartlett's gone first ball. I don't believe it. That is a massive blow there for the Wranglers.
Definitely what they needed there.
Gee, that's a big start. Ethan Bartlett, first ball. And, wow, I'm a bit stunned. Just look at the replay here, Jay, and... yeah, he just...
pushed it up there.
Yeah, he just lost his balance at the crease, didn't he, Bartlett? Might have been in two minds a bit. And head comes up. Bales are sent crashing. And the Wranglers, they have whacked a big blow in early. Matty Stephen, well bowled.
He showed a bit of difference there. We've been talking about banging it in. He sort of just slid that one up there, allowed a little swing to occur and straight through.
Yep. So Bartlett looking to just work that one through the leg side. So that'll bring in Matt Condon to the crease.
So what do we know about Matt here, mate?
Yeah, good player, mate. He's a South Coast boy, but he's been in the system for a while now, Matty Condon, and a very, very good player. He's going to have to face up to Matt Stephen, who's got his tail up now. Bowls outside or stump, and it's a play and a miss. So good opening over for Matt Stevens. He's got the wicket of Ethan Bartlett. He had a play and a miss from both left-handers, and it's 1 for 5. They're only chasing 104, but great start.
Oh, always nice to see the little sucker ball come out there again.
So that is a real confidence booster for the Wranglers. They've been pretty tough out west there. They're not going to throw it in. But as we did mention before, the weather is just showing signs of there's a bit of a... That breeze has changed now. We were talking how it was coming out of the southeast before. That's become a bit more of a northerly.
Yeah, and the flags look like they're waving a little bit there.
Yeah. So anything could happen here. Now the bowler will be Mitch Taylor from the Randwick end.
Looks like a tallish lad here. We'll see how he puts them through.
Mitchy Taylor been in pretty good form in club cricket this year. His left arm reasonably quick. And he hurries one down the leg side, and it's a wide. Well, there might have been a bit of bat or pat on that, but that's through to the keeper. Yeah, Matty Condon actually played in the PM's 11 against England back in 2015. So he's been around for a while. He's got a pretty good record. He scored 100 against Ireland in the World Cup warm-up game. In they come now, and Taylor bowls, and outside through the leg side, he works it very nicely off his stumps, does Robbie Trickett. Out to the boundary. Good race on here. The fielder gets there. Gutsy stuff, and they will come back for 3 runs. So Trickett's made a good start. We've got now Brucey Whitehouse, the man I said earlier, makes country cricket tick. He's just showing me a few graphics of the weather radar, and it looks a bit nasty.
A little bit of colour in that radar.
Yeah. There's storms out around Parramatta and Fairfield. Well, Bruce, that doesn't mean much to me being a country boy, but I'm sure you mean there might be something in it. About 20 k's away as the crow flies. So, but I think maybe the wind change here at the moment might be helping out, playing in our favour.
There's definitely a better ball there as well.
Yeah. I like Mitch Taylor. He started well here. Of course, Duckworth-Lewis could come into it here too. There'd be a big advantage here to the Aces at the moment. Taylor bowls, and this is hit back over his head. They've got a long on down there. Comes around, can't get there, and in the end, he read it like a Japanese dictionary in the end, the young fella down there. He just didn't quite put it together. His intent was good, but it just did not quite make it. Jay?
And you see what he's done there. He's advanced at the bowler there and really allowed him to elevate it straight down the ground.
Yeah, it took him on. The young fellow came in a bit early, there, and then he had to make ground the other way. So there's just a few promising signs here for the Wranglers. Taylor bowls again, and this is a beautiful shot, authentic shot through the covers there by Matt Condon. I've said, take hats off to the captaincy of Jamil Qureshi there, because to have a player down on that deep mid-off boundary, hoping that Condon might go down there, he worked very much in his favour.
Nearly paid off.
Yeah. So the young fella just didn't quite read it that well. And Taylor's in again now, and this time he bowls, and Con, bit of a loose shot inside of the bat down to mid-on.
Probably a relatively unusual field in the deep.
Yeah,
here.
it is, isn't it? Just explain it to our...
Yeah, so we've got the deep long off there that obviously come into play a couple of balls ago, and then we've got a deep cover. So left-hander on strike, obviously maybe a little bit of shape away from the left-hander there.
Yeah, and a short cover sort of dissecting those two fielders in the deep. The skipper there, Jamil. Taylor bowls. This time it's slash through point. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3 or 4 bounces into the boundary rope. That was a good shot by Matty Condon. Just threw the hands through the ball. And it is run away for 4 runs. So that completes 2 overs. It's 1 for 18. 13 off that over, Jay.
Yeah, it's a good start here and solid run rate as we've talked about. So going at 9 and over. A little bit contrasting to the first innings.
Yeah, well, it's interesting here that Matt Stevens won't bowl another over. I would have been inclined to go with the big fella and see if he can knock over another wicket or 2.
Well, we've been talking about the conditions. Obviously, conducive to a bit of swing bowling.
It's going to be the big fella Morris. Looks like he's the new bowler. Another left armour.
Looks like a bit of a wood chopper, this fella.
Yeah, doesn't he? Yeah. And mate, how are you settling into the new role up there at Coffs Harbour? You're the cricket manager for the Coffs Coast.
Obviously, you can't complain being on the Coffs Coast at all, Robbie.
No, it's not a bad gig. Morris comes in. That's a good delivery, but clipped away off the pads there by Condon. And it's going to go down to the boundary for 4 runs. So
probably just a little bit of tacking at that ball.
Yeah, as you said before, the comment that some of the bowlers have struggled with the swinging ball, tending to hit leg stump. And against these players who play cricket in pretty strong level at ACT club cricket, it's just, money for jam for these lads.
Yeah, and pace on delivery, that one, obviously, as well.
So Matty Condon's gone up to 9. Robbie Trickett's on 12. Nice hairdo, too, on Morris. Comes in. This time he advances again. Straight to mid-wicket, no run.
Bowler might have picked up the cue on that one.
Yeah, I reckon he did. He went pretty early, didn't he?
Mm.
He was out, I reckon, in a 100-metre race, he would have been false started then. We'd asked to come back and do it all again.
Be interesting to see if he could use a bit of angle here.
Yeah, use the crease, get a bit of angle, maybe go a little bit wider as he comes in. And this time it's hit straight back over his head for 4 runs, I think. Oh, good effort down there deep on the boundary, but it's 4 runs. And they are trying to clean this game up in very short time.
Like we said there, I think the bowler not looking to try too much different there. Maybe that's his Achilles heel.
Yep. Yeah, it was the same sort of trajectory, wasn't it, through the crease. Even a slower ball, a bit wider.
Yeah, around the wicket even.
Yep. So Morris up again now. Bowls and it's full, and this time it's worked through mid-wicket. Delightful shot there from Condon. That'll race away for another boundary. 1 for 30. We're just halfway through the 3rd over. Chasing 104 for victory.
Yeah, it might be time to change this field setting. Obviously, they're persisting with the deep long off and the cover, deep cover.
That ball, there's no hit of swing there. And, well, the other thing too, Joe, is maybe look at a couple of spinners, a couple of slow bowls. I've got a few on the side to get them to have a crack here.
If they don't do something quickly, it's going to be a short run chase.
Yeah, of course, we need to get through 5 overs to have a game with Duckworth-Lewis. Morris up again now. And a thumping shot straight to point. No run. That's a nice hairdo, isn't it? Just get I don't know, our boys from Bar TV and get a nice close-up of big Morris's hairdo.
Big angry fast bowler's hair.
Big Eddie, yep. Yep. Look at it. Nice,
Don't
yeah,
mess with
eh?
me, mate.
Yes, come at me. Probably plays second row somewhere there up out there in the sticks. Here's another shot over mid-off. That's a lovely shot. Might go the full journey. No, first bounce. So Matty Condon's putting on a little bit of a clinic here early days. We are 3 overs down, and the ACT Aces are 1 for 34. The prize here is a grand final berth up against the Lake Macatac.
And strike rate of Condon there, over 200.
Yeah, it is too, isn't it? Yeah.
Really good batting, 21 off 10, and we've got Trickett on 12 or 7, just doing what's required to put Condon back on strike.
And he'll do that, Joe. He's that type of player. If we've already shown he leg glance one there nicely for 4, but he'll just turn the strike over here and let these blokes go hard at it.
We've got to change a bowler here.
What do we got? We're still not going to go with spin.
Brett Causer.
Yeah, now, I think Causer was a late withdrawal. The player who came in for him, we'll just have to, check that one out. It's not Taylor, because Taylor bowled the Larson, eh? Might have heard from the back of the booth. So the man from Sweden, Larson.
I think it was the boys out in the bleachers.
The boys out in the bleachers. He hit a good spot there first up. Trickett's just come down the wicket and Condon's having a chat to him. I reckon he's saying, just hit a single and leave it to me, champ.
He goes, mate, have you seen what I'm capable of?
I'm going all right. Good to see a couple of left-handers in there. Going along very nicely. Here comes Lance Larson, and that's a cracking shot through the covers, out to the sweeper. Just the one run. Look at the cameraman out there, Johnny on the spot, right in front of the sweeper there.
And to be noted here, change of angle, left arm coming around the wicket, what we talked about earlier.
You nailed it, mate. Absolutely. Nice little change up. Now let's do it. So up at the crease now, on strike is a smashing shot to short cover.
And that was Quresh, I think, there.
That was Matty Condon just blasting one into Jamil Qureshi. And Jamil, geez, his hands are still ringing.
He goes, I might check for the x-ray later.
He tossed the coin early in the day. He won't be able to toss it like that. Have a look at this. He has smashed that. A little bit of Kevin Peterson about that shot. Up again now. Now this one's heaved away. First or second bounce down to the man at deep mid-off. They won't come back for the second.
And still persisting with this field, this deep long off, deep cover.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not sure how. Yeah, scoreboard's been struggling a little bit with the batters on strike. It's now Robbie Trickett on strike. Matty Condon, number 12 on the back. And Taylor was hit hard through the covers. I should come back for 2 on this occasion. They will, despite a pretty good throw.
Yeah, well run there.
And they're back for 2. So the scoreboard says Taylor. The back room boys say Larson. I've never heard of Larson. Parson.
That's why we never heard of him.
I know. No. Parson. Well, he's not on the list either. Hope he paid to get in the gate. He might have just chucked a shirt on and had a bowl. Good on him. I'm going to hoodwinked everyone. So the mystery man bowls again, and it's smashed through the covers for 4. A little bit of rope burn out there for the fielder.
Looks like he might not have quite picked that one up off the bat.
No, sometimes this pink ball, J2, can be very hard to pick up. So that is after the completion of 4 overs.
You see him come down there at the bowler again, very aggressive.
1 for 42. Yep, look at that. 4 down. So Trickett's on 18 and Condon's on 23.
Let's put it in context here, 62 required.
Of 96
96, it's a decent equation.
Yep. So this time Matt Stevens going to come back on. I reckon they might have missed a bit of a trick. I would have left Stephen on for the 3rd over.
Definitely here, and you would hope
for
the game we're going to see a bit of spin at the other end.
Yeah. There are a couple of slower bowlers there, but we're going to introduce them or not. There we go. Good shot of the ground and great condition today. Conditions are certainly changed. Really starting to close in, getting a lot grey. You can tell through the cameras there. Bit of a change coming through the southwest there, and here comes advancing down the inside edge.
Decent
That's
ball.
a bit stiff there. And Condon, I think, is going to pick up 4 runs. No, he can pick up 2 runs from a pretty lazy shot. He sort of gets away from the ball a bit at times. I think the bowlers really look for a cue from the batter. I reckon they can make a fairly late adjustment with their length.
He has been coming down to most of the bowlers at the moment. A little prediction here. What do you think? When can they make it by?
Well, they're going to easy 10 run and over, so yeah, maybe 12. 12 overs. A couple of wickets might change things. Here's Matty Stevens. Now that's an audacious swing out the ball, mistimed to mid-wicket.
If he got hold of that, that was gone.
Yep. So, there's an interesting bit of lightning out there in the southwest, I guess you'd say. So out round Fairfield, where we are told the rain might be coming from. So we'll keep that. We can see it here in the commentary box because we're on the 3rd tier, but umpires probably wouldn't have seen that one. Down on the ground. Stephen bowls to Matt Condon, and Condon hits it, whips it through the leg side. Beautiful shot. 4 more runs to Condon.
A little bit Steve Smith there, walking across his stumps and
he's a good
judging
player,
his
this
hands.
kid. He's a very good player. And so he's looking in good nick here.
We've got Jeff Bartlett here chirping at the beard. I don't know if he's going to get another stint.
Barty, yeah. He's held off. He can enjoy his Canberra boys. Always popular, the Canberra sides, wherever you go in the world. Stevens bowls now, and Condon this time thumps it through point. That is one of the shots of the day. The 50 comes up. It's 1 for 52. We haven't even finished the 5th over.
There's a bit of an inside out over point there.
And I've got the coach of the Mac Attack sitting alongside us there, just Tim Cox taking down a few notes here, and I just see him 2 notes he wrote. He wrote very good on leg side, very good on offside. So that's good stuff from Coxie.
Looking a bit puzzled.
Other than that, he struggles. The batter, that is. Now that's another good shot out to the deep cover. Geez, I'll tell you what, if Condon had 20 overs to play with here, he could make anything.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to see him bat first.
Well, we might see that. Who knows? Yeah, but it's quite amazing, really. We're into the 5th over. We haven't seen pace off the ball. One thing the Mac Attack have got a very good slow bowling attack as well. So here we go. Stephen bowls to Trickett this time, and Trickett plays a very nice shot. He found the gap wide of that extra cover, and they'll come back for 2 runs.
You think that's a bit of a old school country attitude of not having the spinner come in early on in the innings here?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I reckon you nailed that. It's sort of probably sticking with a plan they thought might work, a plan that might have worked, in their conference finals, in their hub. Whereas you come up against sides in the ACT, and there's some really good teams. They you've just got to really be very flexible with your approach.
Yeah, and obviously 2 areas here that are playing on very different pitch conditions.
Yep. Yeah, pretty good decks in Canberra, and not to say they're not good out round Orange and Bathurst either, but that looks okay out there at the moment, the sky. But like I said, the knowledge of Sydney weather, you could write down on a postage stamp that I can provide you, Jay.
Yeah, I think we might be lucky here. We'll get through this one, bit of a spell before the final.
And we got a result already. And I know, mate, you're a Swan Hill boy too.
Yeah, so down in the Mallee country.
Yeah, down in the good country down there. So don't tell me you know much about Sydney weather either. Don't try to throw that one on me.
Unbelievable scene, stitched up.
And she's pretty dry down there at the moment, mate, isn't it? Down the old Mallee.
Yeah, always a bit dry. They know what to expect though down there.
Breed them tough, don't they, in the Mallee?
Tough as old boots.
The old Mallee Bulls, the local rep side in the Victorian Pathway cricket. Now we've finally got spin off here, bit of slow or pace off.
Oh, we've got cheers in the background here for the first spinner in.
And the bowler, they're just trying to get hold of this young fella. He bowls left arm off spin. That's the best I can give you at the moment. And that's immediately had a bit of an impact.
Looks a bit like Menenti from the Sixers, this fella.
That's a nice mow on him. And here he goes again. Now this time it's flatter and quicker, and it's hit by Condon straight to square leg. So 2 dot balls.
Immediately sort of finding it tough to get it away here.
It's Sellers, we believe. Wayne Sellers. the Basil Sellers centre there, just part of the SCG. That's a big hit. Whoa, he's got a fair bit of that, and he's put it over the rope in front of the members' stand and nearly into their Plan B tent there. So, which is getting a little bit windy down there, but look at this. Jay got a bit of that, didn't he?
We have said he can hit a ball, and he's going very hard at the moment. I think still working on his 200 strike rate.
Yeah, that's about the rate he's going at. So, Matty Sellers there copped a massive blow. Sorry, Wayne Sellers. And he's 33 off 17.
Yeah, we've got Trickett down the other end on 21 off 12.
Here we go. Now, this is a full bunger. We know where that's going to go. And that has gone one bounce over the rope in front of sort of wide long on, deep mid-wicket.
Well, the dull conditions definitely aren't hindering his batting performance here.
He's having a good time with him.
Looking like we might need the lights shortly.
He'll be honing in. Yeah, it might be an idea to turn those lights on a bit earlier. I'm not sure if that's in Bruce Whitehouse's budget. Well, the lights are on. No one's home. Good little crowd in now. After a promising start to the over, we have 2 dot balls. They had an adjustment. The next 2 have gone for 6. Yeah, I thought it was 4-2. Yep. Scoreboard says no. Definitely 4 runs. Yep. Signal by the umpires down there. So 1 for 67. A couple of balls to go in the 6th over. Sellers bowls, and Condon goes crack. And he hits that through the gap on the onside, and that races away for another boundary.
And that's a pretty successful power play there.
That's a very good power play. That is 1 for 71 after 6 overs, and Matty Condon's on fire.
And I think the Central West Wranglers now will be relishing the opportunity for 5 out.
Yeah, they can do it now. So, I think they got Ethan Bartlett first ball, and they still have given up 71 runs in the power play. Well, adjustment been made in at 69. There you go. Because there was a signal of the 4, but the scoreboard went with the 6. So it is 1 for 69.
And 35 required to win from this point.
Yep. But just the update on the weather looks okay at the moment to me. Certainly this game will get completed. Of course, when those lights... one thing I did notice here, Jay, last night after the BBL game, the bats that were around, in around Moore Park area there, the bats everywhere.
Bit of chirping late in the evening.
Yeah.
They're just moving a few around in the field here.
Yeah. Matty Stevens, a pretty experienced campaigner.
And what are they running? They've got a deep backward square, deep long on, deep long off, and they've stayed with the sweeper out on cover.
Yeah, probably wouldn't be the worst thing if ACT lost a couple of wickets now and a few other blokes come in and had a hit ahead of the next game, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. That's Trickett on strike.
Nice ball.
And Stephen, who's bowled well, found the outside edge.
Obviously, like I said, pretty hard to see them being beaten from here. It wouldn't be a bad thing to get some other people a hit out in the middle.
Yeah. And Jeff Bartlett, who's producing this innings at the moment, is just showing a little bit of bias towards ACT, Canberra. It's good they got one supporter amongst us. Here they go now, and Trickett just leans on that one. Condon's like a chained dog at the other end, isn't he? He just wants to get at this attack. And
advancing at everything.
And he's just told his mate, he said, get off strike. I'm the show here.
I think he's just looking at trying a little lap there. Think a ramp shot's in order?
Why not?
No time like the present.
Good as time as any. 1 for 69 in the 7th over. Trickett on strike. Faces Stephen. And he can't get off strike.
Oh, I reckon he looked at it then.
So he getting a little bit toey at the other end is Condon.
Hand on the hip, mate. I don't think he's happy.
No. So Matty Stevens, it's been a good over so far. He started with 3 dot balls. Bowls down to Trickett. And, Trickett nearly got an inside edge onto his stumps.
Oh, we've got Condon on 47 now.
47, yeah. No wonder he's getting a bit toey.
Off 23. He's just decided to increase his strike rate a little to 204.
Well, what would really tip him off here is if old mate Robbie Trickett was to nudge a single off the last ball and just grab strike again. I'd see a lot of humour in that, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think I like being at the other end.
Yeah. Imagine there's a bit of movement with the groundsman down there. That's a good from a few of the locals. They've appeared out of the tunnel. And he's blocked this one. Now, I reckon I'm tipping on maiden over here.
I'm tipping that he's saying to his partner here,
5 top balls.
do not hit a single.
I would love to see a single here. This would just be one of the funny parts. That's why cricket's such a funny old game.
Just build that pressure.
I get a feeling Condon won't be backing up very vigorously at the non-striker's end here.
Suggest he might not even move here.
Let's see if he moves. Leaning on his bat at the moment. In fact, he's having a can of drink. Now, here we go. Oh, this is gold. This is brilliant. Guess what? Trickett, after blocking out the first 5 balls, has said, I'm going to have a bit more of a net here. And he's got a single off the last ball. It's 1 for 70. Condon is absolutely filthy with him. She could be on here. Have a look at this. They both come and meet them. What do you do? Oh, a little glove punch. I'd give him a bit better than that. I'd hit him fair in that helmet. Give it a spell.
And look at him getting the talking to.
Yeah.
It's like Dad talking to the son
Keep
and
your
saying,
head
mate,
down. Yeah.
come on.
Yeah. And he'll go back down and I say, do you believe this?
Yeah.
So there you go. Well, they do it different in the ACT. We've known that for years. Oh.
And they've had enough of spin. They said, let's finish it out.
So one off the over there from Matty Stevens. And that does tighten up a little bit. So if they keep doing that, this game will get tight. Yep. So 1 for 70 off 7. Now, who we got on here, boys? Just the bowling change.
The same
It's
player
our
we
man
had a bit of
Mitch.
trouble with before.
Oh, yeah. Taylor or Parson?
Well, we had Larson to start
Larson, yeah. Even the scoreboard doesn't know. They can't work it out either. And, he nicked. He's out. Caught behind, is he? No. Missed it.
with. Might be checking for a creak in the handle, I would have thought.
So Trickett, who's had the last 7 balls.
Let's continue that dotting
Yep.
up.
Condon's at the other end. He's just pulled out a salad roll from his back pocket and he's opening that up. He's going to chew on that. He's got a can of Diet Coke there ready to have a sip. As Trickett's on strike and he gets it through the gap.
He's coming back.
Condon comes back for the second. So the Trickett show continues here at the SCG. That's 3 off the last 8 balls. Matty Condon, who's 47 off about 2 balls.
Yeah.
He's stuck down the other end.
And Trickett there hasn't even looked at him.
No, I wouldn't either. Condon leaning on his bat at the other end is just filthy with the world. Have a look at him. Oh, he's not even. He said, just keep having the net here, Rob. And Trickett this time. And does he get off strike?
He's got it.
Yeah, he's got a single. Right.
I don't reckon Condon's giving the strike back here.
No way. He deserves to have the next 10 balls here, I reckon. So Robbie Trickett, we do say all this in jest. He's played very well. And I think give a bit of credit to the Wranglers bowlers. Condon's out of his crease a fair bit here. He looks like he's about to go and chop a load of wood, doesn't he?
I reckon we might see an advance at the pitch here, and
he's
I think we're
going
looking
hard.
at mid-wicket.
He's going hard. It's going to have to be full, I think. Is it? Yeah. Here he comes. Up bowls now and smacks it down to deep mid-off for a single. So he's off strike.
It was a big step hit there.
Wasn't it? He gave that a bit.
He said, son, you better be rolling the strike like I just did to you.
Now he's on 48. Gee, I'd love confirmation who this bowler is. We've got a lot of mixed messages here. We've had originally as Brett Causer, but he's out injured. We've got a bloke from Sweden's name thrown up.
We might need
is he on My Cricket?
Well, we might need tabs to text us in here.
Yeah, so someone just
friend.
let us know this bloke. He's doing a good job. We'd like to give him a bit of credit. Oh, nice little shot there. Yes, very delicate. Condon might look for 3 here. No, they'll come back for 2. Two it is. At it. And 2 it is.
I think he looked at the scoreboard then and go, oh, there's only 1 left.
Now we've got the last ball of the over. Surely.
Surely.
Bob Simpson was renowned for this in grade cricket. for knocking a single off the last ball of the over. The great Keith White used to open the batting with him. He said he could just back it in. Bobby Simpson would get a single. 8 ball overs in those days too. Keith said, I used to watch Bobby bat for 8 balls every over, up from the other end. So Trickett, can he keep strike? Last ball of the over. And, yep. Oh, he might get 2. It's well fielded out there, and they just get the single.
Walked through.
So that ends a good over. They've really tightened up here, the Wranglers, the last few overs. What are we, 8 down? It's 1 for 77. Rain stop play out at the showground. So Scorchers are 4 for 99. Or 15 overs, was it, Marty? Thank you for Marty Groan in the background. Yeah, guys, see if we can track down that bowler. If we can get a look on the My Cricket app or whatever. Because the scoreboard doesn't know who he is. I still reckon he's a random who's just come in from Surrey Hills for the afternoon, grabbed hold of a Wranglers jumper and can have a bowl.
Well, there's a bit of a crowd forming here, so they might have just
and he's pulled it off.
Out.
So we've
they are the Wranglers, mate.
They are the Wranglers, yeah. Matty Stevens back for his 4th over. I think that's a good idea to bowl him out.
I think we've got a little bit of clarification here. It's Benjamin Parsons.
Benjamin Parsons, there we go. The backroom boys were right. Well, there's a time for everything, isn't there?
Always one.
So Trickett gets the single. Matty Condon goes on to 48.
Do you think he'll do it just nice and gently here, or will one shot bang?
Oh, I reckon he's going to be looking for the one shot bang, to be honest.
I don't think he's a nudge type.
No, I don't think so. Hasn't shown that inclination yet. We know he's a very good player. Yeah, no one behind square on the boundary at all on the field, and that's exactly where he puts it. He is a good player. Look at that. Little lap shot. That brings up beautiful a very good half century. Well batted, Matty Condon.
Yeah, raise your bat, son.
52 off 25 balls. He gives the thumbs up.
I think he's too buggered to raise his bat.
Yeah. Look at that. That's a clever shot. That's a great skill to be able to do that. He knew there was no one down there on that behind square on the leg side.
Pretty safe there. It was outside leg. Just open it up.
Probably wasn't greatly bold, and probably the last place you're going to put it on leg stump and full would really open up that option. Because he's batting down the wicket a bit too. Face Stevens. I think he'd go really hard for the rest of this over, and this one is whacked through the offside, straight out to deep cover. Got out there in a hurry.
Well, we've got 22 required now of 70 balls.
Yeah.
Won't be long, I wouldn't have thought.
So, Matty Stevens, who's been good, he's certainly impressed. The Wranglers bowling has improved after a flying start from the ACT Aces. Up again now, and it's a play and a miss outside off stump. That's exactly where they're going to be looking to put the ball. Trickett there with you. Thinking about maybe the reverse sweep. I don't think too many people back home in the Bathurst comp would be reverse sweeping this fella.
No,
you want the helmet policy in order? Yes. On those quick outfields. Here's Stevens again. This time, this one's hit through the offside, but they've got a couple of sweepers out there.
Well, he's smartened up a little bit and just taken the pace off.
Yep. He's been impressive, Matty Stevens.
Well, we've got him down here for 3 overs, 1 for 19, but obviously we haven't got this overs stats in there yet.
26, he's going to go close, around about 30 from his 4 overs, and that's well under par what the run rate is. The run rate's been around about 10 or 11 over. So to finish off, but Condon's on strike, he's on 53. Trickett's on 30 at the non-strikers end. Stephen to finish his spell, and Condon hits him over the rope. Does he? No. One bounce just in front of the curators, who've got the tractor out ready just in case.
Very nice shot there.
Great shot. End of the over. Condon 57, and it is 1 for 88.
You just dug that one in there, and there was only one way that ball was going to go.
And that's exactly where it went.
So what's the equation we've got here, Robbie?
We've gone down to a very gettable 16 required off 11 overs, 66 balls. There's the boys in the truck.
Based on current proceedings, 2 overs?
Yep, couple overs.
I reckon I'd be looking, based on the groundsman down here setting up, I'd be looking to do this in one. I think he's capable.
Those blokes could get a gig on any national news show, couldn't they? I reckon they'd be nearly more accurate than some of those lads, or the Bureau.
And the Wranglers here might be praying for rain. Maybe they don't know that 5 overs constitutes a game.
No, I think they realise they're probably done and dusted here. But Jamil Qureshi, the skipper, is going to take it right to the end. He's an accountant by trade.
Is he?
Yep. So he's a bit stiff, though, the Wranglers. James Larkin, their leading run scorer in this competition this year with 195 runs at a strike rate of 291, isn't playing. He's got work commitments. So let's see what happens here. Gee, that's a good delivery. That hurried. Oh, a bit of a mix-up down there. It's shy at the stumps. Oh, now there might be overthrows, but don't think there will. He ran too far through there, but that was a good delivery.
Yeah, and was there an injury to the squad as well?
Yeah,
in training?
Mitchie Taylor's a bowler back on. Yeah, Brett Causer hurt himself it might have been yesterday, might have been club cricket, so a bit stiff, the boys. But yeah, Larkin's a massive loss. Tories Patella, we're hearing, Brett Causer. No wonder he's not out here. Now, this time, Trickett smashes it down to deep mid-on.
He wants to get in the action here.
Club cricket yesterday, Friday night. Yeah, obviously a T20 game or something, so he's missed his chance to play on the SCG. That's bad luck for Brett.
What we got here with calling for some more gloves?
He's two. Yep.
Yeah.
I'd just hold the gloves for it. I'd hold the gloves here for a minute, old mate. Condon's got 4 balls to face the end of this over. Anything can happen here. Here's Taylor. Condon tries to ramp him. And good umpiring there too. He hasn't called the wide. Condon stares at him. The umpire said, hey, you're the one that moved around the crease, big fella. It's good bowling.
And good to see that the bowlers get a little bit of luck there now and then.
Tell you one thing they didn't get quite right, the Wranglers, their numbers on the back of the shirts. They got about half of them right. With the white. White goes really well on the green background, but I'll tell you what, the old black against the dark green background doesn't quite nail it at times, lads. Just a bit of feedback for next year. Condon, beautiful shot. Clipped, behind square leg for 4 runs. Right down there in front of the Plan B regional bash. Your Plan B, Jake, if you're thinking about just having a couple little quiet ones after we finish here today, mate, make sure you've got a Plan B. And what would that be?
There's plenty of options, isn't there?
Yeah.
You can call a taxi, Uber.
Yep.
Ask a mate.
Good man. That's exactly what you do. Don't take any risk. Don't spoil a good day out.
That's a great question.
You can go to transportnewsouthwales.info, young fella. Thanks for being a smart ass. We had enough ammo to fire back as Condon hits another ball for 4 down the leg side.
I don't know about you, but did not see that ball off the bat.
No, it's very hard to see sometimes, this pink ball. Yeah. 65 to Condon.
I don't think the player's seen this one either.
And we're going to be changing over him, coming in for the commentary team to see this one out. Will be Marty Garoni and Jeff Bartlett. We've got 1 ball to go here. I'll tell you what we will do. We might bring Jeff in. Jeff, the ACT man, can sit there in the special comm section. He can call them home from here. Young Jeffrey. Condon has a bit of a swoosh at that one. And it is not saved down on the boundary. So that will mean at the completion of 10 overs, the 100 is up. It is 1 for 101. Thank you very much, Jay Guthrie. We'll hear a little bit more of you at some stage in the final. And here he is, Jeff Bartlett. Looks like the cat coming out of the dairy. This is getting close, mate. I'm not sure.
I'm a bit stressed, Robbie, I've got to say.
You've got 60 balls to get 3 runs. You've got 9 wickets in the shed. Can you do it?
What are we looking? 360, yeah. I want to take a conservative approach for the next over or overall 10.
Should be right here, mate. So congratulations. Are just about to be in order here. So that sets up a big grand final now.
I had absolutely nothing to do with it. I appreciate the congratulations anyway.
I've heard that. I've just been, yeah. But Brucey Whitehouse, note about Bruce the Goose Whitehouse, he predicted this at the start of the day.
He predicted what, 10 overs?
He predicted this final result. There's another example of why you don't have black numbers on the back of green shirts, Jeff.
Yeah.
There you go. Now, here we go. The scores are level. No, they're not. Sorry. I need 2 to win. Yeah. So that's a bit of feedback for Matty Taberner if he's still listening in. And, just
It makes our
half
job
the
very
lads,
difficult, really.
Yeah, half the lads have got it really good, and the other half just haven't quite got it yet. Here we go for the winning runs. It's a little paddle behind square leg by Matty Condon. He'll go on to 71, not out. Trickett was on 32, and it is 1 for 104, and that is a 9-wicket win, Jeff Bartlett.
Well done, boys.
58 balls to spare. Well done to the Wranglers for getting through, but the Thunder Conference champions on this occasion are the ACT Aces with a massive win.
I think the biggest opponent there to the Aces was the Thunder, actually, so I'm glad we got through that. 10.2 overs. Be interesting to see where the weather's at as we look to the final in an hour and a half, 2 hours' time.
Well, actually, before we do leave you, we're just looking now, you'll be able to see that on the screen that the ground staff are on the ground. The Hessian's going down and the big white roller is coming out as well. So they must be sensing rain here. But I suppose if we're going to get a bit of rain, now's not a bad time. The start of the final, if it's scheduled for 6 o'clock, we're still...
6:30?
Yeah, 6:30 is it?
6:30.
Oh, well, we've still got 2.25 hours before the final. So if it's going to rain, let it rain now. And then we can hopefully get back for a big final. But just repeating, it is a 9-wicket win to the Aces over the Western Wranglers, and we can now tell you that the final will be between the Plan B Regional Bash final will be between the ACT Aces and the Lake Mac Attack boys. So there we go. So well done there. Jeff does a nice short stint in the commentary box.
It was just how I like it, Robbie.
We'll see you back for the final, and we will all see you back around about, I guess, if this final's starting at 6:30, we'll be back around about 20 past 6. Set to go. Good on you. There we go, lads. Thank you. We'll be back with you in an hour's time.
What's your plan B?
If you're drinking, don't drive.